Hey guys, it's Leena Ibanez here, and this is my first YouTube video, so please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because I bring you videos like this one all the time. Today, we're going to be talking about how to change your tire. And I know this can be really intimidating to a lot of girls out there. A lot of car things can be intimidating for girls just in general. Today, I'll show you that it's really not that hard. And before we get started, I just want to say that if you're on the highway or anything like that in a high traffic area, please call AAA or roadside assistance because it can be really dangerous working around with all these cars. You get hit by a car, you never know. But if you're just in the driveway or in a neighborhood, you know, it's perfectly fine. Just make sure you're always very cautious when doing this. Also, before we get started with the video, I just want to tell you a little bit about my car. I got my car about a year and a half ago. I worked 40 hours a week at Subway while in high school. Super annoying. Really made me angry. I wanted to quit a few times, but I did not. I kept going, and I finally saved up enough money for my favorite car. Put a picture of it right here. It's a 2004 V6 Mustang. I found it on Craigslist. Mustangs are the best to me, and they just look good. They look so freaking good. It was in really good condition, and it was a really, obviously, good price in my price range, you know. But since it was 16 years old, I knew it was going to need a lot of maintenance and a lot of maintenance, like, going forward and stuff like that. And so I just wanted to learn how to do the simple things on my own because it's just more fun that way. It's more fun to be really hands-on with your car and kind of know what's going on with it. But I do take my my car to the mechanic for bigger repairs and stuff. And I've learned a lot about everything I know under the hood just from him. He tells me everything he knows. Really cool dude. So yeah, I'm basically here making this video to show you some of the simple stuff that I learned to do on my car, and I know you can do it too. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do is pull your e-brake because you don't want your car to roll back while you're doing this. I'm just going to go to the trunk now, and we're going to pull out our lug wrench, our jack, and our spare tire. Make sure you always have this stuff in your trunk. You just never know when you could get a flat tire. Also, make sure your spare tire always has air in it. It could probably get low just over the long period of it being in your trunk. If you notice that it's low after you already put it on, that's fine. All you gotta do is drive it up to Wawa and use the air pump there. It's really, really easy. I'm just gonna set these two pieces over off to the side. I've just stuck them in the little divot in the trunk just to make sure you don't lose them. Before you lift your car or anything, you want to go ahead and loosen up the lug nuts because otherwise you would have to step on the brake because your tire will just turn instead of actually loosening the nuts. You also make sure you remember lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. I'm just loosening up the lug nuts. I don't want to take them off completely. And also, when we go to put the lug nuts on the new tires, we usually tighten them up in a star shape. But when you're doing this part, you don't have to do it in any certain order. So now that we've loosened up the lug nuts, we're going to go ahead and jack up the car. There is a little divot where your frame or pinch well is going to go. Just depends on wherever you want to jack up your car. So we're just going to line it up. I'm going to jack it up on the pinch well. You can do the frame if you want. It's where the metal and this plastic part meets. And you can see the frame back here. It's that light gray metal part. You can do either one. And as you're jacking it up, you might notice that you don't have it on there completely straight. So just make sure you're keeping an eye on that and you have it lined up real good so it doesn't mess up your car. So once you've successfully lifted your car, you'll notice that you can definitely turn your tire. It should be able to spin freely. So now I'm just going to go in and take off the lug nuts completely. Also, you don't have to use the lug wrench the whole way through. I just took my fingers and loosened the rest of it up because it was really easy. Got to take this bad boy off, and you'll be able to tell in these parts that I have absolutely no upper body strength at all. The gym definitely isn't my best friend or anything. I know this tire looks really small compared to my actual tire, but it still is really heavy for me. I do struggle a lot here, as you can see. One trick I like to do is lay the tire down and get the top hole lined up with the top screw. So as soon as you pick it up, you can just stick it on there. But it did take me like 5 million tries. So now all we're going to do is put the lug nuts back on. Make sure you put the bottom ones on first so it relieves some of the tension on that tire and it doesn't go on crooked or anything. before we tighten the lug nuts completely, we need to go ahead and let down the jack, because if you go to tighten them now, your tire is just going to spin. Unless someone wants to hold the brake for you, they can. But if you're just by yourself, go ahead, let the jack down, because it's just going to spin. It's going to be impossible for you to tighten. And also, we're going to be tightening the lug nuts in a star-shaped pattern. Just go diagonal from each one, kind of like you're drawing a star on a piece of paper. So after you've tightened up your lug nuts, you're all done. And a general rule of thumb is to drive no more than 70 miles and no faster than 50 miles per hour. So just make sure you keep that in mind. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you share it with your friends, and make sure you follow me on Instagram.